Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is May 19th, 2025. Have a great week, everyone, and here are the top cryptocurrency news stories. We'll start with the UK, where everything will be recorded in no time. Specifically, UK cryptocurrency companies will have to collect and report data on every customer transaction and transfer from January 1st, 2026, as part of a broader push for greater transparency in cryptocurrency. So everything, from usernames, home addresses, phone numbers, and the like, will have to be collected and reported for every transaction, including cryptocurrencies, which were apparently used as reported by the UK Department of Revenue and Customs. In addition to many users, companies, charities, and any organization that trades in cryptocurrencies will also have to be recorded by the companies. For every user whose transactions don't report their movements, they'll pay a fine of $398.40. And from the UK, where everything will be recorded in 2026, we move on to Coinbase and the X402 protocol. This particular protocol, it's a payments protocol for online payments that allows stablecoins to be transferred via wallets on the network, but all of this will be run by AI bots. Below in the sources, I'll have the post that Coinbase has written. However, we'll watch this video here to understand exactly what's been done. So using Cloud 3.7, which is basically like ChatGPT only owned by a different company, this particular AI engine allows the user to ask what the weather is like, and after a while, the bot responds with the exact temperature in their area. However, if we look at the code behind this, we see that the user has to pay $0.001 to the base network, which is Coinbase's layer 2. And if we go to Basescan, where you can essentially see the transactions on the base network, we see that a wallet is set up with 239 cents. And every time a query is made, a bot automatically communicates internally with that particular wallet to get the amount to send to the third parties that issue the weather data. Once the transaction is made, the temperature result is displayed on the user's screen. All of this happens automatically by simply asking the question, what's the weather like? So little by little with this technology, we see that Coinbase is bringing AI to do something with the blockchain. Moving on from Coinbase, let me also tell you that now Coinbase, which is the largest exchange in America, has made a marketing deal with Riot Games, making it the exclusive cryptocurrency exchange and official blockchain partner for the international esports events of League of Legends and Valorant, the two games from Riot Games. Thus, Coinbase is moving deeper and deeper into the video games in the cryptocurrency market. Moving on, we will go to our cryptocurrencies and start with the Cardano drama to start a good week. Let's say that the founder of Cardano is responding with lawsuits to those who say that he and the institutions have stolen cryptocurrencies. It all started last week when an NFT artist named Masato Alexander claimed that during a hard fork called Allegra, including this hard fork, 318 million ADA from the Cardano ICO were mismanaged. So when this hard fork happened, instead of these ADA going to the rightful owners, they were essentially stolen by Charles and his various companies and never made it to the end users in their entirety. That's the allegation. Allegra says that these ADA were later used for staking to produce another 25 million ADA. Let's say that from Charles's side, he says that this is all a lie. The original Cardano ICO buyers sold 99.8% of the ADA during the ICO, and after 7 years, the remaining 0.2% of the cryptocurrencies were returned as a gift to Intersect through the same processes used by the Cardano Foundation. He also said that he would sue anyone who claims that Input-Output Global or he stole money from the Cardano ICO or money in general. So that was the latest Cardano drama. Moving on, we move on to the rest of our news, starting with Pi Network, which, for starters, has created its own company. First, the Pi Foundation is launching Pi Network Ventures with an initial investment of $100 million in Pi cryptocurrency in dollars. This fund will primarily invest in companies that want to come on board the Pi network to help them. The foundation said the new investment fund will raise capital from 10% of Pi tokens earmarked for ecosystem initiatives. And thanks to this development, the coin managed to reach $1.57, as you can see. Its price has dropped by 50%, and for this very reason, there are community members who say that Pi Network is slowly unloading coins, and they cite blockchain data to support their claims, claiming that there is selling by the team, and that is why the price is falling. So all these accusations come when the price approached $1.60. A user from the blockchain saw that Pi Foundation 2, which is the portfolio of the Pi Foundation, Foundation, as you already understood, went and sold, as he says, close to 12 million Pi coins, and for this reason the price seems to have fallen according to the community statement. All this from the blockchain. Moving on from Pi, we will slowly go to our NFTs, and we will go to Yuga Labs, which we learned is selling its IP, specifically the Infinite Note Foundation, which is a non-profit organization focused on digital art, has acquired the intellectual property of the CryptoPunks NFT collection from Yuga Labs. The timing of the deal has not yet been disclosed. However, this NFT collection has changed hands. And to wrap up our episode, we'll go to our favorite cryptocurrency market, with Bitcoin currently at $102,000 at a price that is making very large candles, reaching $107,000 and now at $102,000 as I see it. I haven't found any news about these two large candles that 100% justify them at this time. That wraps up the top news for crypto today is May 19th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone, and have a good day.